Hello everyone, greetings comrades, Myron and Slog Wolf here. Today we're going to be playing some more Hogwarts Legacy. In the last episode, I'm not entirely sure, wait hold on. It's been a while since we did Hogwarts Legacy streams, and back then I didn't have the working mic that I have now. But now that I have one, we can actually go ahead and get back into business. In the last episode of Hogwarts Legacy, we finished the Beast class and the Helm of Urkon, those two missions. So now we're gonna go ahead and get back to the main storyline of the game. And while I was doing that, I was also taking care of a few other missions about something called the Demiguise, which now allows me to unlock doors. Not, yeah, Demiguise moons, something like that. Now I'm able to unlock doors, and I've been doing that a lot, which allowed me to get a lot more gear and stuff like that to make better, like, armor, not armor, but like better clothes, if that makes sense. Better clothes and better powers and skills. So I think with all that done, we're finally ready to get back into the main story. And the main story so far is that we made a deal with a goblin to... Yeah, to be fair, I'm probably making this game seem longer than it actually is, mainly because I've been doing, like, so little things at one time. But, yeah, this game does seem a bit long. And, yes, you are indeed a mod. I know it's been a while since you've been here, but I'm glad to have you back. And, Mid, welcome to the stream as well. So let's see, go to our quest. And it seems like the best I can do now is into the shadow of the estate. I promised Sebastian now to meet him at Felcroft. He hopes meeting a new student will bring some cheer to his sister Anne, but something ominous is happening at Felcroft. And I'm not sure if you guys have been following, but Sebastian is like kind of the main, not necessarily the main bad guy, but sort of like a rivalish slash bad kid. Does that make sense? Bad kid. But yeah, he's a bad kid, and by doing what he said for the most part, that'll allow me to access the unforgivable curses like Avada Kedavra, that sort of thing. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to like fully complete this game. So that's why I'm trying to tackle these in the darkest aspects as possible, and then on at some point at the next save file, cause I can make another save file. I'll play as a girl, so I can like try to play as my girlfriend. But and then I'll do all the good stuff on that side. But yeah, this is me. Oh, you've been on TikTok. Alright, that explains it. I'm surprised TikTok is still a thing, to be honest with you. Cause
what are you up to now?
I, I, I've been told they were trying to ban TikTok in certain countries like Australia or something like that. I'm really surprised that hasn't happened yet. But you know. Oh, see what just right here? Now that I have Aloha Mora, I can actually open this and get something from here. Oh, wait, no, I already did. Okay, yeah, no, it's just a collection thing, not something I can actually make. Yeah, no, it hasn't been banned yet. So they're lucky. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's anything in this house, so let's go ahead and get this mission on the way. I'm glad I finally have a headset so I can try to explain my decision making so you guys aren't like lost in the dark, stuff like that. Supermarket Simulator. I've never heard of that one before. Like, what is that, like a mobile game or something? Oh, and speaking of mobile games, YouTube seems to be doing this weird thing called YouTube Interactives. I forgot what it's called, but it lets you, like, it's gonna let you play like old mobile games on YouTube. Oh, YouTube Player was that what it's called? YouTube playable. So it like Super Market Simulator. That sounds like one of those things. I don't know. Curious silver spectacles. Yep, those are no good. So I'm gonna have to sell those later. Oh, it's a PC game where you're a grocery store owner trying to build a business. Oh, okay. So you're like, you own your own supermarket and you just okay. I got you. Check Crimson Overcoat. Yeah, I have a lot of like really strong like clothing right now, so these other clothes seem weak by comparison. But I have to use my broomstick to get to the top of this thing, I think. Oh no, I got that's it. My fault. I didn't realize something got stairs.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's.
Yeah, I've not seen Harry Potter in a very long time.
This way.
Oh, I'm gonna call Sebastian. Before I do that, I want to turn up the dialogue volume because I could barely hear what they were saying. It's been a while since I've watched Harry Potter movies. I did have the Harry Potter Lego games when I was a kid, but I don't have those anymore because they were on DS, I think. Oh, this is for Micah only. Okay, dialogue volume is all the way up, so I don't know why I'm not hearing it barely that well. The only game I have is a Wii game called Lego Harry Potter. Oh yes, for the Wii. I forgot it for the Wii. I had that game too. I forgot it was for the Wii. I had it for Xbox, I think. Not DS. I'm bugging. Well, yeah, I remember that game. Let's see. Okay, I can have 11 more gear. Okay, just making sure I don't like run out of gear that I can use. Alright.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
Yeah,
with Ranrock's lots wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
Yep. I don't think that's the same one. You're probably thinking of a different one, like the one before that one. I think I messed up with the audio, like, thing. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm just playing around with the audio right now, because I'm trying to make sure, like, I can still hear it. Like, I had it on... Did I have it on headphones before? I don't know if I had it on headphones before. I think that might be the best setting for this stream. I don't know.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts. But I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
Oh, you're gonna start doing your own stream? Alright, good luck with that.
I'll do my best. I can promise to speak with him about it.
Thank you. His search for a cure is futile, I'm afraid. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Yeah, there was no change in his mind, but for the sake of getting the unforgivable curses, I gotta help Sebastian.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
I don't understand why they're staying so close. Why they're living so close to the place where it happened. Like, wouldn't it not be like traumatic for her or something? I don't know.
Through this rubble. Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in Someone's here. You're like a clover. I won't rest. And utterly pitiful this land.
Accio.
I will have some. I won't. Not your How nice of you. Rather unwise coming back this way.
This doesn't hurt. What's the point of this exactly?
You've made your last mistake.
Levioso.
Lucky, that's all. I will. One less human to worry about. Such arrogance. Someone been freaking out last me.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Not entirely sure if you got this still hit the game, so let me just try this again.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Bit abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was, a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
Revelio. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
What? I don't know where. Yo, that's crazy. Where on earth did you hear that? Like, yo, that's crazy.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
I think those are the right settings for this. Oh, you should be Twitch. Okay, that cleans it.
Lumos, Accio! A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
I'm supposed to find all 7 of these travel guides. I think so.
Lumos. Lumos. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true. I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.
Yeah, this is kind of like that, now that I think about it.
Lumos.
So we gotta find the rest of those travel guides. I want to get the in here, just so soon. There might be some more in the other cloth.
How to get the good guys out of your hair.
Help! Someone help!
Maybe if I turn this fan down, the audio will be a bit better.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Ruined diagram.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Now we know what's at stake as far as Sebastian's sister. So we just need to wait a few minutes or so to get our next couple of fishes. Oh no, never mind. We're good. Let's see. Astronomy class. Alright.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbarton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Now we need to go to astronomy class.
talk about this?
Galleons and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving the
Levioso.
treasure maps.
Accio. Levioso.
Oh, let's be a patron.
If it isn't the
Someone passed me a note in class with a heart on it.
There's a lot of walking if you don't know where to go. Or if there's no like checkpoints nearby. Gotta wait till the daytime to go to class. And the course begins.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
Fast traveling to some place I don't have access to, probably. Not till later on, I should say.
I'm gonna show you how you can...
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Oh, that's how you bring it into focus. Okay.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck.
You guys
Come
still
find
hear
me
the
there
microphone?
afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about. Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. Oh, good that did. How am I supposed to find Siri?
Hope you guys can still hear me. I had to mess with the Mike, the headphones I was using. Oh, so that's outside the quest area. Then where is the Oh, that's okay. That's the staircase. I didn't see it at first.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Levioso. Lumos. Accio. Incendio.
There we go.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial, of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar. The other is mere lunacy.
I made that mistake plenty of times myself, actually.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier, in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
The perfect night for... Oh.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Yeah, the deeper I go into this, the more I start to hear that he's wearing a mask. Like, because he's not wearing a mask right now, but, well, he's wearing one right now, but if I took it off, then I wouldn't be hearing, like, this echo. I don't know why I'm hearing it, but yeah, I gotta do something about that mask later. Thankfully, I can change appearances, so he'll still have the mask on, but it won't look like he is. And maybe that will affect the...
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go, then.
Go.
Lumos! Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected. Confringo, cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certainly.
Why are you so fascinated with stars?
I suppose because there is so much to learn about them. I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects, but astronomy seems limitless. Always something new being discovered. They are forever discovering new moons and stars. In fact, they discovered a new planet just 50 years ago.
Where precisely is the table we're looking for?
According to an old astronomer's chronicle I found in the library, it may be somewhere along the castle wall.
Actually, that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, very well then.
Is this the table?
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Lyra. Is that a real constellation? I don't know.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Yep, Lyra's a real constellation.
Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
And the Sebastian storyline continues.
Anything to do with the Dark Art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus Curse. Also known as the Torture Curse. Inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
And apparently I'll need Wingardium Leviosa for this mission, so I'm gonna switch to that real quick. We're getting closer and closer to learning the curses.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Azzy, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they?
No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me.
Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student?
Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Grimgotts?
Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know it's a lot to take in.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. And we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here, and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all. They will not keep us out. We will get this gate open. Somehow.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
I wonder what that does.
Wingardium
That
Leviosa.
didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force.
Confringo. Accio. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Maybe the force.
Repulsor.
That did it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
I could have sworn.
I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Confringo.
Being sneaky. Moving all over this place.
Dead end. Must be another way in.
Shit. Oh, I see now.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That looks as if it might raise the gate.
Repulsor. Leviosa. Repulsor. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Hello, Homura. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
High Wing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back up.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blast it! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Not the safest place to sneak into.
Someone, come here, crop mate.
Are you even trying? Good freak. Let's pull trigger. Stupid one. You insolent!
Leviosa.
Repulsor. Confringo. Alohomora. Confringo.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
Aloha Mora.
I think after this mission I'm gonna call it a day because I gotta go order dinner.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso!
Confringo!
Ah!
You will pay for that.
Protego!
Levioso!
Please! Confringo!
What have you done?
Levioso!
Confringo! Aloha Mora.
Oh no, Deke was right. We need to save you from these barbarians.
I-Wing.
It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Mom.
Hurry! Ho! Ho! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
the castle!
I would hope not. This is supposed to be a secret operation.
This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highway before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Well, now we've unlocked Highland, so we can actually...
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
Probably has something to do with...
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Confringo!
Oh, that's how it works. Okay. Before we go any further with this, I want to open the map. Go to Hogsmeade real quick. Let's see what kind of clothes they have to buy next.
Hello there. Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything.
Nope, nothing here that's actually kind of helpful.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Back to the room requirement for me.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Gotta sell that. Where is the getaway?
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Yes, it does have big eyes. It's called a moon calf. There are a lot of strange animals like this, and you can take care of them at your little, like, zoo right here. Get cool items from them that you might need to get better equipment for your clothes.
I pressed Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
I'll look after you.
Alright, cool. I'll be back later after the stream too. That sounds good.
like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Okay, I can't find Deke though. Where is he? Oh, there you are.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He... Oh, seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
Revelio.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Hold on for a second, guys. I'll be right back. pt1 for delivery, please. Your address? 3214 Bruner Avenue.
3214 Bruner?
Yes.
So what would you like?
Chicken wings and french fries.
Okay.
And that's it. How much would that be?
1050.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Off on another adventure, are we?
This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside.
Potato! Stupid one! Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Accio! Repulsor! Confringo! Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here? Confringo! 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 Potato! Stupefy! Confringo!
Looks as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave.
Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Accio! Confringo! Stupefy!
Whew, this is very difficult.
Confringo! Confringo!
That didn't sound particularly reassuring.
Confringo. Tracy. Potato. Stupid. Also. Confringo. Places. Confringo. Potato.
Yeah, go on. Sorry guys, I'm back. Yeah, so my food just got here, so I'm gonna finish this real quick, then I'm gonna leave. I gotta eat.
Confringo. Potato. Confringo. Confringo.
No. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders.
Confringo!
That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave. Tobbs's master is awful. I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke feels lucky to serve such kind witches and wizards like you. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deke.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.
Well, my food's here, so I'm gonna wrap this stream up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, comrades.